Hello, and welcome to Sing Apart, Notes for Virtual Choirs. Today we'll talk about some basic considerations for selecting the right music to sing with a virtual choir. Of course, if you have any other ideas, feel free to share them in the comments below. Most of the virtual choirs I've sung with so far have been church choirs. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many churches started offering online worship for the first time. And probably one of the biggest questions has to do with copyright for live-streamed or pre-recorded services. Now, copyright law is incredibly complex. I am not qualified to offer legal advice, but I can provide some best practices. In general, you need to ensure you have permission to distribute the music you are singing, whether that be on Facebook, YouTube, Zoom, or other internet-based platforms. One easy solution would be to use music, lyrics, and arrangements that are available in the public domain. For music that is not in the public domain, special copyright licenses for pre-recorded or live-streamed content may be obtained from a copyright clearinghouse. Two options that are commonly used by Canadian churches are CCLI and One License. You can find links for these in the video description below. Keep in mind that this is for music that you are recording yourself. If you want to stream artist or record label recordings of songs, you need different permissions for that. The purpose of copyright is to ensure that the original authors or creator of things like music, art, and literature are compensated appropriately for their work. Basically, if there's any doubt, you should seek out permissions from the copyright holder directly. Copyright issues aside, you need to think about how easy or difficult it will be for your choir members to learn their parts, particularly if you are not able to rehearse together. You might consider singing a shorter, simpler, or more familiar tune if this is your first attempt at a virtual choir. Think about how the choir might learn music that is unfamiliar. Will the expectation be that they learn the parts on their own? Should you send them a recording of a song being sung either by yourself or by another group so they can hear how it's supposed to sound? If there are multiple parts, would it be helpful to isolate individual lines in order to help people find their notes? The answers to these questions will depend on the overall experience level of the choir and will likely vary from person to person as well. Perhaps you can meet with your group over Zoom to run a short tutorial or answer questions before the individuals record their parts. Basically, you want to set up your group for success and then only increase in complexity once you're ready for it. The last thing I want to talk about is a bit more subjective, but no less important. When you're considering what music to pick for your virtual choir, think about how your piece will suit the singers. What do I mean by that? Well, will the music reflect who they are as people, their personalities, their values? Will they believe what they're singing? I'm not saying that you always need to stay squarely within your comfort zone. In fact, I would encourage you to use this opportunity to branch out and to try new things. But I think when a choir takes the music and truly adopts the story it's telling as their own, you can create a richer, more meaningful experience both for those singing and for those who hear the song. So in short, when you're deciding what music to select for your virtual choir, consider these three things. Number one, make sure you have permission to use the song. Number two, think about how the choir will learn or how you will teach the music. And number three, choose a piece that will reflect the personality and values of the choir. Remember, we're all in this together, even when we're singing apart.